Hello everyone, Fatty from Pack of Punch Traders here. Going to make a quick video on BWV, and pretty much the lesson is going to be recognizing topping action. And here we have BWV with this overall uptrend double bottom near the lows here. The past week, it's really just been uptrending and making higher lows in a market that's kind of been crappy and not offering many plays that continue. And here is one that kept holding up. And we're just going to get into recognizing some topping action. So here we got, let's start on the daily actually. So you got this first day here. I remember trading this, I believe. We got a 712 high set as resistance, a lot of volume behind it. And then we get a low volume fade. You get the bounce play. I got a little trade on it this day when it was a low volume bounce, just 10% exactly. Then we get the next Monday, the next trading day, which is this past Monday. We get a monster move here, taking it from the high threes, low fours into the sixes, and from there, volume kept coming in, kept uptrending, and it was really just making a solid. 1 second, let me map this out here. Let's go horizontal above this area. I have no idea what this thing is called. Something on there online with charts that will have a name for this, pennant or some shit like that. I don't know, some triangle name. But I recognize the momentum. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what the name is, just matters you know what's happening and you recognize it. So we have a hard resistance in the high sixes, low seven area, and we continue to keep uptrending. And this is all great, but once we get near this kind of breaking point where it's either going to keep holding trend and break the top, or the seven area is going to hold as resistance and it'll start breaking trend and heading lower. And as we can see today, we don't really have any volume compared to the past week where volume's been coming in, and that has kind of been the indicator, as well as how much the play has been spiking. Because when reading momentum, for example, on the live stream, I used the example of the multi-day bounce. How we usually look for a whole run up. The latest one that's a strong one in my head is CYN. So you get a strong run up, and then you get the backside, and you're waiting to get that reversal. And how we try identifying this reversal with the momentum shift is recognizing how steep each low is, how much lower it heads, how much volume is behind it. Just recognizing the overall trend and how much power is behind it and how much it keeps breaking lower could give you a good indication of how much lower it could possibly go, or if it might be trying to coil back and put in a bottom. And I did the same thing, but with the opposite way here, kind of thinking of it as a short, almost. Not necessarily as a short, but wanting to stay away. BWV here this morning. Let's go on to this chart. As you can see, volume just really isn't there. The past few days, you get solid spikes each day. It gets a little tighter. Each spike is a little shorter, and volume keeps coming in. And then yesterday, we get that volume exhaustion in the morning, and it just fades. No volume really comes back. And it keeps holding trend, which is why we get this solid bounce back to a fake out on a little bit of volume. But from there, it was really important that it holds around 7 with strong buying, and that just didn't come in today. We got weaker volume out the gate, and I recognized that. It had a little push. It was very choppy, near a breakout level, not giving the volume that it really needs or holding trend anymore. And how I look for with the multi-day bounce with the high day break to confirm that direction, that it should head in that direction. I saw the same thing here when it broke day low. I'm like, oh, this is reminding me of trying to catch a multi-day bounce, except it's the opposite direction, and now it's heading lower. So that was really all I kind of applied to this ticker and recognized that this should probably top out and be a no play for the rest of the day. Now, it is still holding 6, and it is still technically holding trend. It is still holding yesterday's low. So, if for whatever reason volume does come back, this could possibly set up for a Friday short squeeze. But in the time frame that we were looking at it in the morning, it was a no play. Everything's downtrending here, weak volume compared to the past week, and it's just pretty much getting stuffed at 7. So it is a waiting game to see if shorts could get squeezed out. But I just wanted a quick lesson of recognizing topping action and changing momentum here on BWV, because I've been looking at this all week for a possible long to test 8, waiting for that 7 break, and just using how I would recognize if it were to hold volume and whatnot. I recognized that it was giving me the opposite. It wasn't giving me what I wanted, and that scared me out. So I'm starting to kind of repeat myself here, but pretty much keep an eye on volume, the trend, key indicators, how I mentioned momentum with how much the play spikes and how much the volume is coming behind it. As we just mentioned here, solid week of spiking, volume kept coming in. We had a massive move from, we'll call it, high 3s to low 6s, and then from there each spike just kind of got tighter and volume started getting exhausted and less participants on the buyer side. You combine that with the resistance level, you get a decent idea of what should happen. So I'll leave you guys with that. Hope that was useful. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Besides that, check out our Twitter at Pack-A-Punch-Traders. Same thing with our TikTok at Pack-A-Punch-Traders. And also check out tradecaster.com for low-cost live streams. Hope everyone has a great day.